Hello everyone, this is Rainbow Games. I'm going to be covering some of the PvP I'm doing on my server's top 10. We're not an older server, so we won't see too many people being above level 40, and that also means the gear isn't absolutely min-max for a lot of people. Like my tank, he's still wearing purple gear. I'm just basically showing what you can kind of do to deal with that darn ice mage at the back. My overall strategy here is not only shielding, but mainly action bar reduction. Every single person on my team, minus my ice mage at the top left, reduces action bar, and my two melee characters are ones that can move to the back line. At the moment the meta is just a stall, so that ice mage character can get its AoE damage off. And what it does is AoE damage, it AoE debuffs so that everyone can't buff. I think it heals everyone too, and it hits the entire screen, so it can be pretty hard to deal with. I'm hoping for a nerf sooner than later, but for now, there's only one legendary on this team, but you can replace that legendary with pretty much anyone else who can kind of support. How this works is you can see yeah, they just jump to the back and they pick out the back, and then they kind of work on the front. We'll see it again in this next match. You'll see in the statistics here that that ice mage does almost all of the damage, but he is doing AoE, so that's to be expected. This one doesn't have that ice mage. I love playing against teams that don't rely on him. Like, I love this guy for creating a comp that doesn't require that. And here I'm moving my units around just so I keep all the damage on my tank on the top left there, and the two on the bottom can just separate this lizard man. Varna, mage in the bottom right, can lock down a single unit to never be able to use their ult. I'm not sure what that lizard guy does, but it seems like I don't want him to use his ability. And there you go, you got the two people on the back line. And what that does is it clusters them up so that the AoE will target the biggest unit of people that it can. It drags those guys to the back, and my cavalry unit, he taunts them to group up into the back so that my AoE hits all of them. And that way you're not stuck just whacking on the front line for 2 hours, because that's the meta right now. It helps draw them together, kill the healers, kill the damage dealers in the back. Yeah, there we go. Now notice I have like 3 ice and then 2, like 1 radiant and 1 necrotic. My necrotic melee character is meant to raise the attack of everybody, and she also provides healing. I don't have a whole lot of healing in this setup. Mainly my archer can do hit recovery, and then completely rely on her to supply the backup healing. She does not have a ton of survivability, but I rely on Varna's shield to kind of like proc on her so that she does not die. This is a tank setup you'll see very often. These two, and even more often there'll be a swordsman, a necrotic tank. I think you'll see him in the next match, but here I'm just trying to stop that poison tank from ever using an ability. I want him locked. I almost lock him down completely every time with Varna. I don't like him. He's gonna get his heal off the battle skill, but I don't like him using his ranged attack down.
None can close in.
There we go, we cut down their action bars. His action bars cut down. Reduce his action bar so his move is delayed. You see what I mean? Just trying to delay the inevitable, and then this always sucks. That one is a relatively weak one. I think it's meant just to land the debuff. But if that was a pure damage Boresh, I think his name is, he probably would have killed my entire team there. Just reducing those action bars. Don't give them. Don't let them use abilities, and use shields to supplement. I like using shields over healing a lot of time, because I think that cavalry guy does healing reversal, but with shields, you don't have to worry about that. And I land a lot of these debuffs. You'll see my accuracy for a lot of my units are kind of low, and I'm landing all of these debuffs left, right, and center. Varn and who else was it? The archer guy. They both have an all battles accuracy bonus, so I think I'm getting about 110 accuracy just of having those two in the field. So I can limit the accuracy I need on my units and just go for other stats. So that's a very... You can use those battle skills from units that might not be 100% effective to make your powerhouse units way stronger, because you don't need to focus so much on those secondary units, and that helps a lot when you don't have a whole lot of gear. Like I don't have a whole lot of gear, but this opens up what kind of gear I can use to be more effective. And here I'm deciding if I want Varn to take some hits, but I decide not to. I decide just to leave it all in my main tank. Here I'm hoping my tank goes to the back and taunts his tank into all the rest of his units. Oof. See, Varn put that shield on her, and that shield also gives her defense bonus too, so that helps keep her alive. And my archer puts hit recovery on her, but unfortunately when you have hit recovery and a shield, you don't actually gain health from getting hit, because you're not actually getting hit. It's
none can close in. It is under control.
Protect us.
He hits really hard, the cavalry guy, when he crits, but his crit's like 12%. His gear's pretty bad. You'll see it at the...
Everything under control.
But yeah, that's just some of my experience in top 10 PvP on my server. I know it won't be even close to as the same as like when the game opens up. I'll be destroyed by whales in like 3 seconds. I sit around rank 6 to 12. I'm not top 5. But I'll take a look at a couple of these units real quick and end this video. There's my Varn. Auto attacks heal her, so when she has her shields on, she can kind of rebuff some of that health up. I'm not going to go through every single slot. I was going to. He's just pure DPS. He's got over 4,000 attack. He's meant to supplement. He still has a lot of attack, and he heals on auto attacks. And she does bonus damage on her ultimate. She's not fully skilled up, but she's strong. I like her. Thank you for watching, everybody. And I'll see you next time.